The hours suck and nobody knows what's going on, so...
Sounds kind of Kafkaesque.
Yeah. Totally Kafkaesque.
Franz Kafka, who wrote these wonderful stories and novels in which very strange, sort of hard to explain things were happening, a world in which nothing really made sense. That's sort of what we're borrowing from here in this episode. This is a world that makes less and less sense to Walt because more and more he's realizing that he's really in over his head.
2,400 times 40,000 is, and I swear to God, I double-checked this like 10 times.
$96 million.
He tries to organize thoughts, and everything has a numerical answer to the question, except in this underworld that he's now in, and it's nerve-wracking to him.
Somebody called my cell and told me to expect it.
He's working for a guy who's responsible for his brother-in-law getting shot and almost killed.
Walter, you seem troubled.
He's no longer in control of his life. The whole reason Walt, in my mind, became a drug dealer to begin with, you know, say what you will about it, he needed money for his family, but really I think it's about control.
I know I owe you my life.
And no longer now does he even have control over his life, over his criminal career. So things are getting a little Kafkaesque in that sense.
You know why I do this. I want security for my family.
It's time to look in the mirror and say, you're Heisenberg. This is who you are. You're no longer a teacher. You're on this track for as long as it takes. And just do it. Stop lying to yourself.
12 million a year. Call it 15. Open-ended. Would that be agreeable?
But really, it's Jesse who's using the word Kafkaesque. He learns a new word in rehab, and he misuses the heck out of it throughout this whole episode.
I gotta pay taxes now? What the hell's up with that? That's messed up, yo. That's Kafkaesque.
Church.
Right. There's a lot of humor in this episode with Jesse and Badger and Skinny Pete.
Maybe I know a whole new market. Maybe all we need is the meth.
Jesse is fighting to keep somewhat innocence he has left, but it's slowly fading away.
I just wish there was something more that we could do.
This is the moment where she has to decide, am I going to take this money from this awful thing that I'm against with every fiber of my being, but use it for my family, because otherwise what's going to happen to them?
Please, it's tens of thousands of dollars.
We have the money. More than enough. Walt earned it.
Skylar.
We tried to gauge how much of it was sort of pre-thought out and how much of it is on the fly. And we think, obviously, to be that good and to have that good a story, she had to pre-think a lot of it. But I think some of it's also coming on the fly as well.
He earned it gambling.
It's not calculating, it's that she is so cool under that circumstance.
He was convinced that if he put enough money into it, he'd have a, God, what is it? A statistical edge?
Yes, statistical.
Because she hasn't let Marie in on anything, she's able to concoct this story. And she's tracking very carefully if she's laying it on just right, if she's coming up with the right amount of explanation. She's reading in Marie's eyes. Does she buy this? Is she buying this? She is, okay? And then she continues, and then she continues.
I guess for a couple months there you were sort of leading a double life, weren't you?
It's the extraordinary change for Skylar as a character right there. And I think that's what makes Walt just sit there and go, wow, I had no idea she had this in her.
Where did you possibly?
I learned from the best.
And once she chooses it, she's the kind of person who will go absolutely commit to it and go all out.
Something tells me that Hank is here because of you. And I'm not forgetting that.